Hello and welcome to Let's Play Old Games. And in this video, I'll be talking about 5 games that are coming out that I am looking forward to. So let's begin. First up, we have Syberia 3. Now, I've already made a video about this earlier, but Syberia 3 is a action-adventure game. It's a point-and-click type game. Now, this is part 3 of the Syberia series of games. The first two came out in the early 2000s, I believe 2002 and 2003. This continues the story of the first two games, although in the first two games the story was given a good conclusion. But at the same time, this furthers the story a bit more, if that makes sense. Now, Syberia was a very unique, very charming game. The most enjoyable thing for me was the art style and the story itself. The gameplay is quite straightforward. I mean, it's a puzzle type game, point and click. But the puzzles are not illogical. I mean, you don't get those silly puzzles where you mix up strange objects and come up with weird solutions. This is a more of a logical puzzle. And the story is very nice, like I said. The music is different. The art style is very unique. And a very, very enjoyable, nice game based on the first two games. So this is finally coming out. It got a bit delayed, but it releases on the 20th of April, 2017. And it's for PS4, Xbox One, PC, as well as Nintendo Switch. So this is definitely something to look forward to if you like adventure games. The second game on my list is Guns, Gore, and Cannoli 2. Now this is a very fun side-scroller shoot 'em up type game. And now in the first game you play as Vinnie Cannoli, who is a mob enforcer during the Prohibition era, and he goes to a place called Thugtown. Now it's St. Patrick's Day and somebody has poisoned the alcohol, so the whole town turns into zombies. So that was the whole premise of the first game. So you had to find out what happened and just shoot your way through hordes and hordes of zombies. The second game has got more of the same, and this is set based on what it looks like during the Second World War. Now, one great thing about this game, besides all the fun combat and the gore and etc., was this had up to 4-player local co-op, and that made it a lot more fun and a lot more enjoyable. So this one looks like it's got the same things as well. It's just purely more of the same, more mayhem, more chaos, more blood and guts everywhere. So it looks very fantastic. This one comes out summer of 2017, so they haven't given a definite fixed date, but it is coming out in the summer. Now the third game on my list is of course Gwent, the Witcher card game from CD Projekt Red. Now the Gwent game inside Witcher 3 became extremely popular, so much so that CD Projekt decided to make a standalone version of the game. Now this is a free-to-play game. This is very similar to something like Hearthstone, where you have a strategy, you have a deck, you fight an opponent using various strategies. There are 5 different decks based on all the characters of the games. This is completely free. This is in a closed beta right now. You can actually play this. I have already played more than 50 hours in the game, and there have been constant updates, and it looks pretty good. There will also be a single player campaign that has not been included in the beta yet. So I expect this game to come out later this year. But they have been constantly updating and changing the game, so there could still be a little while. If you want to check it out, go to playgwent.com, sign up, and you can download the game and play it then. A lot of fun and definitely worth checking out. It's completely free. There are microtransactions, but you don't have to pay a penny to play this game. Next up on my list is Kingdom Come Deliverance. Now this is a open world RPG set during the Middle Ages, and the thing that this reminds me of is Witcher 3 mixed with chivalry medieval warfare. And this, based on the trailers and the gameplay footage shown so far, this looks amazing. Now this was a Kickstarter project, and this is developed by a company called Warhorse Studios. They are based from the Czech Republic, and this game just looks fantastic. Now this has been in development from a while, from what I've seen, and it was meant to be released somewhere around 2016 last year, but it did not. Then I saw a release date of March 2017, but right now on their website they don't have any information, so this could be getting a bit delayed. But as long as it comes out polished and looking as good as it does, I'll be happy. This looks fantastic. You can see a lot of elements, a lot of familiar elements from other games, but they seem to have put up their own twist of it. And the graphics, the detail of the game, and basically the realism is what appeals here. First person medieval combat. There are no witches or fairies or dragons, any of those sort of things. This is a realistic game based around 15th century Europe. That is rare if you think about it. And it looks very nice. So hopefully it comes out this year, but even if it gets delayed, I don't mind because this is a game I'm definitely looking forward to. And finally, the game that I think most of you would be looking forward to is Middle-earth: Shadow of War. Now, the first game was pretty fantastic. It came out of almost nowhere and it was just a wonderful game. The second game so far, based on the trailer and the gameplay footage that they released, looks like they've improved on every single aspect of the first game. Made it bigger, better, more visuals, better voice, more combat, more enemies, more variety of enemies. This is just, I don't really have much to say that hasn't already been said. So this to me looks like the game of the year, to be honest. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. So those are my picks of some of the games coming out. Obviously there are a lot more games, but these are the games that I'm keen to play. Hopefully most of them come out this year. And let me know what games you're looking forward to. Of course, there are a few other games that I am looking forward to, but we don't have too much information, such as the sequel to Red Dead Redemption. We don't know if it's coming out on PC yet, and when it's coming out, we don't really have too much information to go with that. But that is also another game that I'm very keen on, and there are a few others here and there. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.